This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Kokado's Healthy Cuisine.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to season 2 of the Two Words Mom Show. I am excited to delve into the new conversations about parenting that matter to you. At the end of last season, we promised you new segments and exciting conversations and educative topics. And so this season, we are introducing a new segment called Street Wisdom. I can't wait for you to see that too. On the first episode of this season, we are talking about infant mortality in Ghana. The WHO has done significantly well in curbing child mortality rates in other parts of the world. Unfortunately, in our country, we see otherwise. Day in and day out, children die before the age of 1. With me today in the studio is Mrs Millicent Appau. She is a health officer at the Kwesimintim Hospital. We will delve into a conversation very soon. See you.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Kokado's Healthy Cuisine.
Now we want to say a big thank you to Kokado's Health Cuisine and Appearance Trendy. As you know, Kokado's has all the juices and healthy foods that you need. You can call them on 0541 022 896, and Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen has everything clothes, everything kitchen appliances. You can call them or WhatsApp them on 0208 759 436. So the conversation is about to start. Lady Millicent, welcome to the Two Words Moms Show. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and you?
I'm doing well too. You are so beautiful. I hope you know that.
Thank you. You too.
You shine like a goddess.
Oh, thank you.
All right then. So thank you for gracing our set, and she also happens to be a wonderful mom of 2 boys. So we are in the same, yeah. This is not such a pleasant topic, but due to how important it is for parents in Ghana to know and understand this, we have to talk about it. Yeah. So please, in simple terms, when we were coming, I was telling you that I didn't even understand the word mortality in the context of infant mortality till I was in SHS or so. In simple terms, what is infant mortality?
Okay, in simple terms, infant mortality is losing an infant before his or her first birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, so losing a child or losing an infant before year 1. So from 0 to
12 months.
Yes, that is.
So anything after 12 months is not considered infant. How about before the baby is born?
Before the baby is born? Well, as in if the baby is still in utero,
Yeah.
stillbirth.
Oh, that is stillbirth.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see. So let's look at what exactly causes this.
Oh, okay. We have a lot, but we will try and summarize it. Okay, so causes of infant mortality. It starts from when you are pregnant. When you realize that you are pregnant from day 1 to 9 months. Yes. So what basically causes infant mortality is when we decide to skip ANC. We sit at home like from 1 month to 6 months before we begin.
ANC being
Antenatal clinic. Yes, antenatal clinic. We normally start after, most of the women, most of us, start after 3 months. Others start after 6 months, which is very, 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 very bad. Because as you are pregnant, the baby or the fetus is developing. Okay, so you don't have that eye to see what is going on in utero. So all you can say is you are pregnant and you are going through that stress of throwing up, being sick. But what goes in You have no idea.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to start ANC immediately you see you are pregnant. Yes. And secondly, nutrition. Nutrition. The exclusive breastfeeding. We bring out the baby, I think some even start feeding immediately the baby comes out, giving out complementary feedings, foods that the baby doesn't need. From 0 to 6 months, the baby needs solely breast milk. The breast milk comes with its own nutrients, its own vitamins, but the baby needs to grow. It has antibiotics. Yes, so it's in a way of protection. You are protecting if you are doing exclusive breastfeeding, if you are breastfeeding, you are protecting your child.
Please, you'll continue with the courses, but in some situations, I personally experienced the whole CS thing, and for 2 to 3 days, my milk was not flowing. So can we really blame all the moms who are not able to breastfeed during the first few days?
No, we don't blame them. 3 days, I don't think it can cause any harm. But I'm talking of those who don't breastfeed at all. If you don't have any underlying sicknesses or illnesses, I think you don't have any reason, you don't have any excuse of not breastfeeding your child. Yes. If you have any underlying condition, if you are sick, yes, or medically it's not advisable for you to breastfeed, that one cool. Yes, but if you are not sick, you don't have any condition, you have to breastfeed.
Okay. So please continue with the courses.
Okay, and the vaccinations. We tend to skip vaccinations, immunization.
Yeah.
Because of our busy schedules.
Yeah.
We don't vaccinate. We don't immunize our kids and we think we are doing them good. No, we are not. We are not. The polios, the Hep B's, the vitamin B, the vitamin C deficiencies, they are still there.
Oh, they are still there?
Yes.
But because we've been immunizing them,
because of the vaccines and immunizations we are doing, we don't see them, but they are there. So I will urge us to avoid skipping our immunizations and our vaccines.
I'll tell you why. Somebody told me, not me, somebody said that their child went for immunization for a particular vaccine. I think it was the 3-month one, and the child got paralyzed. And due to that, that person and every other woman in their family, no child of theirs goes for
I think it's
vaccination.
Yes, it's a worry. But then we are good. We have professionals. So when you are going, you know where you are going. You don't go anywhere for your vaccinations. You report to the hospital. Yes. If you think it didn't go well with the other or the previous kids, you report to the hospital. Yes. At my hospital, we are doing very well. We have professionals from head to toe. Yes, so please,
for you guys, we know. We salute you. You are doing a wonderful job.
So please, you can report to Kesimiti Moseto and we will send you.
So we shouldn't be afraid of going for vaccinations.
Yes, you have to. They need it. They need it to grow. They need the vitamins to grow. They need that protection. They are newborns. They don't have that immunity. So we give them immunity through the vaccinations. Yes, so you come, you give them, and then you are good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
So the courses, are there more?
There are more. Low birth weight. Yes, it's a factor. Yeah, we normally have these kids, preterm kids, preterm babies. Okay, so if you happen to get a preterm baby, we have a care, we have a routine, professionally that you have to go by. You don't just leave them. Yes. So that's why I keep saying you have to seek professional advice, medical advice. We will help you. We are there to help. Yes. So if you have a preterm baby or an underweight baby, you seek professional advice, medical advice, and then you are good to go. And the breastfeeding, I keep emphasizing on the exclusive breastfeeding. Yeah. It's not easy. It's tedious, honestly.
Very, 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 very.
Especially when you have boys.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy thing to handle, but then we will try. We have to try. The reason why we don't advise on complementary feeding is that we have mothers who I don't want to use this word. The hygiene level of some of the mothers
is low.
It's a little bit low. Yes. So it's either you don't do it at all. You don't even do it. Don't try it at all because you end up infecting your child with something you don't even know. Yes. You pick one feeding bottle and use it for like 24 hours without even washing. Yes, without even washing it, sterilizing it.
Okay.
That's why we decide not to advise mothers to do complementary.
So I have a question within this. Do you think that sometimes that also can cause the death of an infant?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Lack of hygiene.
Lack of hygiene, because you are feeding through the mouth, and everything that goes in there goes into circulation. So if you introduce bacteria into an infant's mouth, you are harming the baby. We are grown, we are adults, but they can't talk. They are so delicate. You get it? Yes. So to be on the safer side, please breastfeed till 6 months. Then you can start complementary feeding.
So are we done with the courses?
Oh yes.
Okay. You know, in Ghana, everything is spiritual. I mean, I am a Bible-believing Christian. I know that things are spiritual.
Yeah.
But you know, in this country in particular, I don't know if it's also because I've not traveled to many other countries, we tend to spiritualize everything. So before we go to any other thing, what will you say about that? The fact that instead of, you know, doing stuff to make sure the child is okay, even sometimes after we lose the child, abonsam noye, you know, anyani bina oja freno. What would you say about that before we even move on?
Yes. This even pertaining to the maternal complications, we keep attributing it to so many things, and it's bad.
Let me say this. It's funny. So I had a friend who was pregnant. This is way before I even got married or got pregnant. She went to this church, and the child was kicking, you know. I mean, a healthy child should kick. And then she told me, I said, okay, I'm a Christian, let's pray about it. So, because I hadn't gotten pregnant, I didn't know anything about pregnancy at the time. So she went to this church, and the man of God told her that the child is fighting with a demon in her belly.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did the demon get there?
I loved so hard, even though I didn't have any, I knew this was not right. So you see how the whole spirituality thing plays out.
It's funny, and in Africa, I don't know why we are so much, I don't know, but spirituality has taken over so many things.
Yeah.
And it's bad. You see, you can be spiritual and wise. Like, you can be wise and spiritual. Yes. So please, let's be wise and spiritual at the same time. Combining spirituality and medical, I don't know how to put it. Combining the two wouldn't harm anybody. So you do the right thing. Visit the ANC clinic. You come, whatever the problem is, we will help you solve it. Then you pray.
Okay.
Then you go worship whatever you are worshiping, whatever you believe in. You are good to go. But for you to sideline the medical aspect of your life and doing solely spirituality, it won't help. Because some things are not spiritual. We may think it's spiritual, but then it's not. It is not spiritual.
Yeah.
We don't attribute everything to spirituality. You see, now we have anomaly scan. We do anomaly scan. We scan from head to toe of the fetus. So if there's any complications, we will see. Some are not spiritual at all. Hydrocephalus is not spiritual. Hole in heart is not spiritual.
What is hydrocephalus?
Hydrocephalus.
What is that?
When there's fluid in the brain of the child.
Oh.
You see that the head is becoming big. The head is becoming big. It's enlarging. You see, so we see it in vitro. When the baby is in there, we see it. We have, yes. We have scan. We have anomaly scan. We even count the fingers and the toes of the baby to see even if it's up to 6. Up to 5.
Wow.
So yes, we do all these things. So if you stay in the house, you don't visit, and you attribute it solely to spirituality, you see, it will shock you that your pastors and your spiritual leaders report to the hospital.
They do.
I'm a health worker. They come all the time.
But you, the member, you want to depend on them.
You see, some throw dust into our eyes, and it's bad. You see, they will exaggerate. They will make you feel that you don't even need medical attention. Meanwhile, you need it. It's prayer works, but it's not all about it. Yes, seek medical intervention. Do your prayers. Combine the two, and you are good to go.
Yeah. And also, I believe God gave man wisdom to
Exactly.
make medicine
So
out
wise.
of plants.
Yes,
and
be wise.
animals. Yeah.
Be wise. Don't lose your child because we are spiritual. No.
I really hope people will listen to this.
Yeah, we have to.
So still on the courses, and this whole spirituality thing, culturally, I was telling you that I knew somebody who combined um, medicine with herbs. What will you say about that? Do you think those who take herbs instead of coming to the hospital, do you think they also stand a chance of losing their kids?
Yes, sure. Because you see, now even with the herbs, we spray our environment with chemicals. A lot of weedicides. You may not know, and some even dies after 2 weeks. And even during that time, you see the leaves, you see the herbs fresh. So you pick it up. Yes, grind it and drink, or whatever you want to do with it, you do with it. You end up killing yours. We have mothers killing their babies with their own hands. And it's not the best. And I'm not talking against herbal medicines. We have others who do it the right way. But you see, some even have no knowledge about composition or whatever. They are just mixing things they don't know.
And selling. One medicine can heal 10
conditions.
Ailments,
How possible? How can just one bottle cure diabetes, hypertension, whatever? Like a lot. It is never possible. If you've done physiology, you know that they are just throwing dust into your eyes. Some are doing it well. I'm not here to condemn anybody's business. Some are doing it very well. And others are not. They are just after their monies. They are in for their selfish interests, their gains. So they don't even consider your health. They don't even know anything about composition. They are doing anything anyhow. If you lose your child, they don't have anything to lose. So come to our side. You see, report to the hospital. That's the best.
But then, can a pregnant mom combine both herbs and then the hospital medicine?
It's not advisable because there's chemical reaction. I don't know what the herbalist used in preparing his concoction. Yes, and combining the hospital medicines, your meds, with the herbal medicine, the chemical reaction is real. Yes, so there's no need
at all to combine
the two. And there are some chemicals that stops development. You see, for instance, if your baby's hair is growing and you take something that the baby doesn't need, a chemical the baby doesn't need, it stops there. So you give that to a bald-headed baby.
And that's not normal.
It's not normal.
What?
Bald, like completely.
I've seen babies like that. Who didn't come out with any hair?
Yes, it grows after. I was only citing an example.
Okay.
It could be that your nose, a baby's nose is forming, or your lip, or any part of the body is forming. Immediately you take that chemical, anything can happen. It can stop. So you see, you have babies with extra digits. Some have cleft lip, cleft palate, and a whole lot of congenital defects. Yes, and it contributes a lot to infant mortality.
Wow. Please, just keep holding on to that thought. And after the break, we will delve more into the topic of infant mortality.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Cocado's Healthy Cuisine.
Welcome back, and you're still watching the Two Worst Moms show, your favorite parenting show, and we are talking about infant mortality in Ghana with Lady Millicent Appau. Please, still on the vaccination. You were insisting that moms or parents get their kids vaccinated. I want to know, we have rural areas, a lot of rural areas in this country. Are they everywhere? Are there vaccines everywhere in every part of this country?
Yeah, there are vaccines everywhere. We have community nurses, community health nurses everywhere, and the cheap compounds, they are scattered all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that now they're even, like, one is here, one is here, everywhere.
They are everywhere. So they have the vaccines. They have everything you need from D1 till 10.
Even in the bushes? Because that's where a lot of these issues also happen.
I see some of the community health nurses on motorbikes, tricycle, going to render services to the mothers. Yes. They take it to their doorstep. Yes. Where they don't have the facilities, where they don't have buildings for their kids, where they can't accommodate them, they go to them. Yes. Yes.
So, In instances where, after all these, the parents still don't want to vaccinate their babies, is there a law? Can the government like force them to do this?
We consider patients' rights a lot. So we can't, there's no law as at now that's backing vaccination, forcing mothers to vaccinate their kids. No, we don't have anything of that sort. So we educate them instead, for them to know the outcome of what they are doing, the effect of what they are doing instead, rather than forcing them.
Okay,
Yes, we can't coerce them.
So now, give us a bit of the effect on the mom, the family, and then maybe the nation as a whole.
Okay.
What does infant mortality do?
We all can attest to the fact that losing a loved one is not easy. And carrying pregnancy from day one till 9 months is no joke. Honestly, personally, I face it a lot. I go through hell. So after all these months, and you come home without a baby, it's not an easy thing. The psychological aspect of the whole thing, it's bad. So in order not for us to go through that stress, let's do the right thing. And even on the government, you see, as we are giving birth, it's a sign that we are growing as a country, because we have people, when we are not there, when we are dead and gone, we have those that who are succeeding us. So if we keep losing them, it means Ghana is going to be yes. We have kids, we have the youth, the vibrant, we don't have future leaders. The vibrant ones to work. Productivity will drop because we are aging. So you don't expect a woman after sex to be doing road, constructing road, working in a factory. You wouldn't even get that strength. Even if you have, you can't do that work.
Yeah.
So we need the youth, we need our kids, we need our future leaders, we need our future presidents, our MPs, yes, to take up from us. So on the society, it will have a great impact on the society. It will affect productivity. It will affect everything. So we need them alive. So yeah.
So we need them alive. Now, how can we prevent infant mortality in this country?
Okay.
So some of the ways.
Some of the ways. I'll touch on a few things. Okay. So quality health care to our mothers and our newborns is very, 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 very important. And we can't do it alone as health workers. We need our families, we need the government, we need everybody to come on board to make this thing a goal, to make it happen. So please, our mothers, help us. And our chiefs and our MPs, society, those vibrant people in the society should come on board. Because sometimes we do it and we can't do it anymore because we don't have the funds. Yes, so please help us.
When you say you do it, I want to know, what exactly do you do to prevent it as health facilities?
Okay.
Yeah.
We have our ANC clinic. Okay, so after your visit, we give you a nurse visit. So please, we shouldn't skip our visits. Yes, our visits. We shouldn't think everything is fine. Your condition can change at any point in time. When you are pregnant, you don't believe in yourself so much that nothing can happen. Oh, ANC, nothing can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. Within 30 minutes, your condition can change. So it doesn't mean that if you've given your visiting date and you are not doing well, you are not faring well, you are vomiting, you are throwing up, you are sick, you have to stay in the house till your next visit. No, you have to report. Even with minor headache, you have to report. You don't self-medicate. You don't do it. Yes, when you are pregnant.
So when the baby is here, that phase, that 1 year phase, what can they do to prevent?
Yes, proper nutrition. The first 1 year of your infant's life, proper nutrition. As a mother, and you see, if you don't eat well, you can't breastfeed well. If you don't take in enough nutrients, the nutrients you need, you can't give out.
You know, these days, moms, I know, are intentionally not eating well because of weight gain.
You see, and it's a challenge. And we are taking so many things to lose weight.
Yeah, even while breastfeeding.
And everything you take in, you give out to the baby. That's why we insist that when you are pregnant or breastfeeding, you don't just take in anything. Yes, so please, you can lose weight, but please finish breastfeeding.
When you wean the baby.
Yeah, when you wean the baby off, then you can start your weight loss journey. But when you are breastfeeding, please, you don't have anything with weight loss. Please eat well. You see, eating well is not about taking in junk foods or eating all fat. No,
Yeah.
eat well. Well-balanced diet. You see, the beans, the meat, the fish. You see, yes, balance your diet with the carbohydrates and proteins and things. Yeah, don't eat carbohydrate throughout and before you are doing yourself. You're harming your baby.
I would also like to know, when I gave birth to LeBron,
Yeah.
I told somebody I knew that, oh, I've given birth. And immediately they sent me a list of medications I should buy to give him to make him plump. I personally have an issue with plump babies. I mean, depending on whether they are healthy or not. But is it right that some moms give their newborns medication? Also,
Yes.
can it cause infant mortality?
Childhood obesity is real. And a lot of kids are going through that. We have kids who can't breathe properly because they are
Oh.
obese. Yes.
Like how old?
Like 6 months.
Eh?
Yes. They
Obesity
give them,
in 6 months?
Yes. Yes. They give them medicines, cyproheptadine.
True.
Yes,
It's
so that
true.
baby can eat and sleep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't need it.
Yeah,
Even
that's true.
cyproheptadine at the first stage of the baby's life is a no-no. The baby doesn't need cyproheptadine at all.
So the baby doesn't need medications to
No,
eat
no, no,
well.
No, vitamins.
Just vitamins.
Just vitamins. And you see your doctor. You see, don't just go out and get anything for your child. You think that the baby has to be fat. You see, we all shouldn't be fat. We have children who are skinny by birth. Naturally, they are skinny.
And they are healthy.
You see how Ryan is?
Yeah.
He's skinny.
Ryan's the first
You
boy.
see, he's skinny, but his HB is
He's
perfect.
healthy.
Yes, so hemoglobin level is different from being fat or being obese. The fact that you're obese doesn't mean that
You are healthy.
You are healthy.
I was having this conversation with my husband just yesterday. I recently found out that obesity is a disease.
It is.
I didn't know that.
It is.
And that we're actually supposed to even take medicine for obesity.
Yes.
But somehow in this part of the world, obesity seems to be a good thing.
Yeah, you're
It
taking
shows
good
that you
care
are,
of
you
the
are, you are, you are
child.
living
You are
well.
harming your child. You are just feeding him with fat that he doesn't need. So it's bad. We should try as much as possible to desist from that. Honestly, if you want to give your baby something, anything that your baby takes in, being it medicine or food, you have to take precautions. You don't just do anything anyhow. You end up losing your baby and you attribute it to spirituality. Your grandmother sitting somewhere thinking
Is a
about
witch.
herself
Yeah.
is a witch. But you caused it.
Okay. Also, I mean, I have a lot of personal stories when it comes to this particular topic. I lived somewhere, and the lady, my neighbor's daughter, who was a teenager, she had, she was a teenager, but she had a baby.
Okay.
And about 3 days after she came home from the hospital, one like early morning, like around 5:30 a.m., we just heard her insulting her daughter. Insulting her. We went out and we found out that the baby had died.
Oh.
But the mom said that the baby's mom, that is her daughter,
Yeah.
slept on the baby.
Oh.
She was so sure that her daughter had slept on her grandchild. Tell me, is it okay for moms to sleep on the same bed with their kids? Does it cause that?
Oh, yes.
Should baby sleep in a cot?
Yes. You see, it's even part of the causes of infant mortality.
Really?
Yes.
Moms sleeping on the same bed with their
Yes,
babies?
unintentional accidents. You see, some mothers even drop their babies accidentally.
Yeah.
Some, it's not intentional. How can you intentionally drop your baby
Yeah.
on the floor? No.
Yeah.
But it's the major cause of infant mortality.
Hey!
Yes. So you can keep your baby in a cot, a protected ones, of
Yeah.
course. Yes. Then you put it beside your bed. When baby cries, you pick him or her up. You breastfeed and then you put him back
I think
to sleep.
it's part laziness, part convenience.
Yes.
For me, the only reason I'll keep my baby on my bed is so that I can just turn and breastfeed.
Breastfeed. If you say you are sleeping, and you don't know when you even
It's
roll
risky.
on. Yes, on the baby. It's risky. So you shouldn't take chances. Just get a cord, put it close beside your bed, put your baby in, and then you are good to go. And those of us who leave our kids in the care of our teenagers or up and coming, you see,
Yeah.
it's bad. We have to keep an eye on them. You have to keep, if you are around and your small girl or your small boy is taking care of your baby, fine, you are around, you can supervise.
Yeah.
But for you to leave them in their care,
And go out.
I'm stepping out, I'll come back in an hour's time, take care of your kid brother, take care of your kid sis. It's wrong. You may lose your baby, but they don't have that energy. They are so young. Yes, so please, we have to consider so many things when it comes to
I hope we can all learn from this. So now let's talk about the baby has passed on. The mom,
Yeah.
she goes through so much. You as the health facility, what do you do? And then what can the family members also do to help her through that process of losing the baby?
Okay, so when you lose your infant, we take you through the grieving process right away from denial to acceptance. So it's our duty to take you through the grieving process. And you wouldn't stay there forever. You wouldn't be at the hospital forever. You go home. So we invite your support system, and then we talk to them, we educate them that what you are going through, it's hell. So they should be there. They should be there for you. They should be around. And we equally take them through the grieving process as well.
The
So
family, the husband.
the husband, the mother, anybody, the caretaker,
around.
yes, who is
Okay.
around. So we take them through that grieving process as well, and then you are good to go. Right from denial to acceptance.
Acceptance,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
Our time is fast spent. I want you to give your final word of advice to up and coming moms, or even moms, new moms,
Yeah.
to family, and then to your fellow health practitioners, all in order to prevent infant mortality.
Oh, well, okay. So to curb infant mortality is a collective thing. It's a teamwork. We can't do it alone as health workers, and equally you can't do it alone as a mother. So our potential mothers and our pregnant mothers, please report to the hospital early. Our ANC visits, our antenatal clinic visits should be our core practice, something that we should take serious. Report immediately you see that you are pregnant. And aftermath, please, after delivery, don't do anything anyhow. Don't do over the counter, don't self-medicate. It is bad. You don't know whom you are going to meet at the pharmacy, at the chemical shop. No, you see, we have people there who doesn't even have any idea about medicine. She is there after school, after SHS. My dad says I should come and take care of the shop, and I'm there. So you go there and they give you anything. You won't Google, you won't read about it, and you start giving it to your child. So in case of anything after delivery, if anything reports, come and see your medical practitioner. Let him prescribe for you, and you are good to go. And please, our herbalist, we beg you in the name of God, please learn on the job. Don't just sit anywhere and do anything anyhow. It's human life we are talking about here. And once you lose it, it's not easy for a mother to go through the grieving process. It's no joke. So please, let's not sit anywhere, mix anything for our mothers. I'm trying to get the name right. Awamre. I don't know how I'll say it, but in Tree it's awamre. They'll just take anything, grind it, mix it, and give it to mothers to drink, just for them to deliver. And it's bad. You see, our babies are in our wombs. They are not in our stomach. So anything you drink for awamre, it won't work. So you are just harming your baby. Yeah. Awamre doesn't do anything.
It goes to the digestive tract.
Yes. So the digestive system and the reproductive system, they are two different things. So you put something in circulation and you just harm your baby. So please, let's do away with the awamre and the herbal concoctions and those things. Visit the ANC. And please, let's not skip our immunization. Right from day one till you are done with your immunization. Please, let's not skip.
This has been an eye-opening conversation even for me, and I hope you have learned a lot. We will be right back.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Kokado's Healthy Cuisine.
It's not a matter of crazy things though, but for a girl of her age, saying that, oh, Mom, you're going to do surgery, I can do it for you. Yes, I just cut your stomach open, then remove whatever thing is there, and after I stitch it for you, you'll be all right within 2 days, sharp. I'll just look at her, hey, so who is a surgeon? So you don't know, I'll tell you. For me to explain that, you see, I said I'll cut through her stomach. That's what surgeons do, they cut people. I think a 7-year-old girl saying that, meaning probably she's reading somewhere that I probably don't know. It's kind of crazy, no?
Yeah, the craziest thing my son ever said was when I took him to the zoo at Efuwa, and he saw a couple of animals. And so then he requested that I should buy a zebra and keep at the house so that he would be having fun with the animal.
Craziest thing my child ever said, telling me he was going to get married at the age of 12 and have children. Crazy, isn't it?
Well, I'm a father of 3, a girl and 2 boys. Now the last one is called Achezepa. One day, in fact, I wanted to ask her to school the sister. And then after talking to her, and Achezepa walks to me and said, you papa, I'm warning you, be very careful. You papa, what kind of father are you? You papa, I'll deal with you. And I was like, wow. This guy, this small boy, in fact, as of that time, he wasn't even 6 years, so he's now 6 years. He was 5 years. And he was like, I'll deal with you, papa. He told me, what kind of father are you? I'll deal with you, and I'll tell God.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Kokado's Healthy Cuisine.
Welcome back from Street Wisdom, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Now, this program is brought to you by Kokado's. You can call or text them on 0541 022 896 and Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen on 0208 759 436. Now stay tuned for the playground.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Kokado's Healthy Cuisine.
Welcome back to my favorite segment, the playground. And today we are playing Dress a Doll. Lady Millicent, this is my personal favorite segment on this show. And today we are going to dress these dolls. I'll choose this one.
Okay.
This is a girl.
Okay.
You, I don't know, you can stick with boys. Keep having boys. And then I'll call my doll Adam. What will you call yours?
Inshura.
Inshira. This is the 3rd time somebody is calling their doll Inshira. Okay, so we are going to dress them up.
Okay.
And the one who finishes first is the winner.
Okay.
Do you think you win?
Yeah, sure. I'm winning, hands down.
This lady doesn't know me. Okay, so producer, if you give us the go ahead, we'll go. Okay. So do you usually do the dressing up by yourself every day?
Yeah, I do.
Both boys?
Both boys, that's why I'm winning.
Where is my
You
dress?
see, I shouldn't have given it to you.
Did you intentionally? Isn't this a breach of this one? You hid it. Did you intentionally hide it for me to
No,
lose?
I didn't. I'm winning, you see?
I know why I'll not win today. I'll not even talk about it, but I know why I'll not win.
So tight.
In fact, I'll just tell you. Like, I just want you to win. Like, I just want you to win because I win all the time. Or am I saying lies? Is it me? Or today this thing is extra tight? This is not fair. Adum, do me show. Don't do this to me today.
Okay, so
What do you mean by okay, so? How did you get there?
voila.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey, baby. We allow them to win
Oh, no,
today.
you lost.
Yeah, right?
Hey.
Right. Yay.
Baby shark.
Oh,
We
looking
won.
pretty.
We won.
Thank you for joining us on this segment. We will be right back.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Cocado's Healthy Cuisine.
Welcome back from that short break, and this is saying goodbye. But before we say goodbye, we want to say thank you to Cocado's for refreshing our guest. Now, let me tell you this. Cocado's has something new coming up, and I can't wait for them to launch so that we share with you here on the show too. But we have wraps. I think there's chicken wraps, and then these are bottles of Burkina. It's called Brooks for a reason. Once you taste this Brooks, you'll not taste any other Burkina in this country again. So as a thank you for your time and for the education that you have given us, Cocado's says we should give you this. Thank you so much.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Cocados.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, Mrs.
Okay.
Appau. Thank you, Cocados. Thank you, Appearance Trendy Wardrobe, for always supporting this show. Thank you to all crew members of Mex Multimedia. Thank you, everyone, for sticking and staying with this show. We'll see you on the next episode. Mwah. It's bye-bye.
This program is proudly brought to you by Appearance Trendy Wardrobe and Kitchen and Cocado's Healthy Cuisine.